A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. I seek refuge with Allah Almighty from Satan, the rejected one. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. By the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wasallam. Inshallah, today we will study 29th ruku of Surah Al-Baqarah. However, first of all, let's review what we studied in the previous ruku. The first thing was that it's not lawful to have sexual intimacy with lady wives during their monthly periods. Secondly, women are guardians of our future generations. They shall be treated with respect. Their rights shall be protected, and they may be given their due status in the society. Number 3, Allah Almighty doesn't hold us accountable for the meaningless oaths, but He holds us accountable for what is intended of the oath. In case of those people who vow not to go to their spouses, they are given a period of 4 months for reconsideration. However, if they decide to separate, the matter shall be dealt with in accordance with the prescribed laws of Allah Almighty. And number 5, in all those cases in which human intellect cannot find just solutions, Allah Almighty has decreed His laws. Obedience of these laws is a key of justice and peace in the society. Let's start our today's session by praying from Allah Almighty to give us true understanding of the Holy Quran by the grace of Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ruku number 29, and that is from verses 229 to 231. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. At-talaqu marratan. Divorce is twice. فَإِمْسَاكُمْ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ تَسْرِيحٌ بِإِحْسَانٍ. So either retain them with a well-known way or part with kindness. وَلَا يَحِلُّ لَكُمْ أَن تَأْخُذُوا مِمَّا آتَيْتُمُوهُنَّ شَيْئًا. And it's not lawful for you that you take whatever you have given them anything. إِلَّا أَن يَخَافَا أَلَّا يُقِيمَ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ. Except if both fear that they can't uphold the limits of Allah. The first underlined word, at-talaq, divorce, separation, or departing. فَإِمْسَاكٌ, to keep, to retain. Bimarufin, the third underlined word, well known. Tasrihun, to release, to leave. Behsanin, with elegance. And the last underlined word, yukima, they can maintain. Now, divorce is twice, with the waiting period in between of 3 months or till expiry of pregnancy. Now, there is a purpose of keeping it twice with a time interval. Primarily, it's meant to allow both husband and wife to think cool-mindedly, so that a settled family is not broken due to some misunderstanding or a temporary anger. Now, at the conclusion of waiting period, a woman may be kept with respect and dignity, or both may depart elegantly. However, when parting becomes inevitable, it shall be done as per the divine laws, and the parting with them be made in a graceful manner by ihsan, and that is to be generous and good to each other. In such a case, it's not permissible to take back what one has given to his wife. But if these things stand in the way of their separation, and on the other hand, living as a spouse, they fear that they will not be able to uphold the limits of Allah and the obligations and the rights they will not be able to pay. Then the further part of this verse explains further. فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا يُقِيمَا حُدُودَ اللَّهِ, then if you fear that both can't uphold the limits of Allah, فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْهِمَا فِي مَا افْتَدَتْ بِهِ, then there is no blame on either of them in what she ransoms concerning it. تِلْكَ حُدُودُ اللَّهِ فَلَا تَعْتَدُوهَا, these are limits of Allah, so don't transgress them. وَمَن يَتَعَدَّ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ, and whoever transgresses the limits of Allah, then it's those who are wrongdoers. The first underlined word, junaha, any liability. The last underlined word, yata'adda, contravenes, violates, cross limits. If both husband and wife are not able to resolve their differences amicably, they must involve their elders. Surah Nisa, that is chapter 4, verse 35 explains this point. And if you fear dissension between the two, send an arbitrator from his people and an arbitrator from her people. If they both desire reconciliation, Allah will cause it between them. Indeed, Allah is ever knowing and acquainted. However, if the elders of both the families and the society have reached to this conclusion that they cannot continue with their marriage bond, there is no harm that the lady wife should give up some of her rights or pay something to get free from the marriage contract. Now, these are the limits set by Allah Almighty, and these must be respected by everyone. And anyone who transgresses these limits will be guilty in the eyes of divine law. فَإِنْ طَلَّقَهَا, so if he divorces her, فَلَا تَحِلُّ لَهُ مِنْ بَعْدُ حَتَّى تَنْكِحَ زَوْجًا غَيْرَهُ, then she is not lawful for him after that until she marries a spouse other than him. فَإِنْ طَلَّقَهَا فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْهِمَا أَنْ يَتَرَاجَعَا, then if he divorces her, then there is no blame on them that they reunite. In zanna أَنْ يُقِيمَ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ, if they think that they can uphold the limits of Allah. وَتِلْكَ حُدُودُ اللَّهِ يُبَيِّنُهَا لِقَوْمٍ يَعْلَمُونَ, these are the limits of Allah. He makes them clear for the people who have knowledge. The first underlined word, غَيْرَهُ, someone else other than him. Yataraja, they return to each other. Now, when divorce has taken place, she is not lawful for that man who has divorced her. However, there is one provision, that if she marries to another man and he divorces her as per the divine law, in that case, both of them can remarry. In all of these cases, one shall remain careful about the laws set by Allah Almighty, by which the marriage contract is concluded or terminated. وَإِذَا طَلَّقْتُمُ النِّسَاءَ, and when you divorce women, فَبَلَّغْنَ أَجَلَهُنَّ, and they reach their term, فَأَمْسِكُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ سَرِّحُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ, so retain them in a fair manner or release them in a fair manner. وَلَا تُمْسِكُوهُنَّ زِرَارًا لِتَعْتَدُوا, and don't retain them to harm, that you may transgress. وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ فَقَدْ ظَلَمَ نَفْسَهُ, and whoever does that, then certainly he wronged himself. the first underlined word, fabalagna. So when it reaches ajalahunna, her laid down duration or the time frame. For amsekuna, so keep or retain them. Ziraran, to hurt, to tease. Now it shall be known that during the waiting period, provision of essential requirements of life for women is the responsibility of the husband. And this fact has been mentioned in Surah Talaq, that is chapter 65, verse 6. Lodge them where you dwell out of your means and don't harm them in order to oppress them. And if they are pregnant, then spend on them until they give birth. And if they breastfeed for you, then give them their payment and confer among yourselves in a well-known way. But if you are in discord, then let another woman suckle on father's expense. Now, after the waiting period is over, either keep them in a well-known way or release them in a good manner. As there were two witnesses at the time of marriage, so there shall be two credible witnesses at the time of divorce. As stated in Surah Talaq, that is chapter 65, verse 2, and when they have fulfilled their term, either retain them according to well-known way or part with them in a well-known way. Bring to witness two just men from among you and establish the testimony for Allah. That is instructed to whoever should believe in Allah and the day of hereafter. And whoever remains mindful of Allah, He will make for him a way out. So women are not to be stopped with the intention of hurting them or teasing them by maltreating. Whoever does so will ultimately harm himself. وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا آيَةِ اللَّهِ هُزُوًا, and don't take signs of Allah in jest. وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ, and remember the favors of Allah upon you. وَمَا أَنزَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ وَالْحِكْمَةِ يَعِظُكُمْ بِهِ, and what has been sent down to you of the book and wisdom, He advises you with it. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ, and be mindful of Allah Almighty and know that Allah is knowing of everything. The only underlined word, ya'izukum, advises you. Now, if someone retains his wife to tease her, that's not permissible and amounts to making fun of Allah's instructions. It's a blessing of Allah Almighty that He has given you code of life, explained its purpose, and He has also explained the methods of following this code. Therefore, it's important to observe these rules and be sure that no one knows better than Allah Almighty, who is our real creator and master. A brief summary of the ruku we have just concluded. Divorce is twice with a waiting period. The purpose is to allow sufficient time to both of them to think cool-mindedly, involve elders from both sides and other well-wishers for reconciliation. However, if parting is inevitable, it shall be done in a dignified manner. The best practice is ihsan, to be good to each other. If divorce takes place, it is not lawful for a man to remarry that lady. However, if she marries to another man and he divorces her, in that case, both can remarry. To retain a woman in order to tease her by transgression amounts to take instructions of Allah in jest. That is simply ungratefulness and is not expected from a true believer. May Allah Almighty grant us true understanding of the Holy Quran, and may we act upon it according to the pattern of Allah's beloved Prophet नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। सदक़ल्लाहुल अलीयुल अज़ीम। सल्लल्लाहु ताला अला हबीबिही मुहम्मदिन व आलिहि वसल्लम।